Trying to follow the edge. I never realized how much edging would be involved when it comes to miniature painting, dude. It's not something I really ever considered in my life. But I'm glad to be in the know now. There's many painters out there that have literally etched for years of their lives. Isn't that crazy? Oh, these edge highlightings. It's a lot of work. Okay. I feel like we're actually doing kind of a smooth job here with the highlighting. It's not even going garbage. It's not even going, you know, absolutely awful. Yeah, expected it to go worse. Lowko, do you paint, or do you also play the tabletop? No, I only paint. I don't even know the rules for the tabletop. Maybe one day I'll give the tabletop a try. I really like painting like big display-like models. I think those are really fun. Not really in the mood to paint a full army, if that makes sense. Although maybe if I played the game, I would feel different about it, but I'm not really too interested in painting a million minis of the same type. So I just paint at the moment. Maybe one day I'll give it a shot, but for now, not really planning on it. Okay. I reckon there's more games you would enjoy better than 40K. Yeah, as far as tabletop goes. Maybe that's not an unpopular opinion, dude. Feels like there's a lot of people out there that just paint. I also would like to paint the other half of the bra area here with the same color. I didn't do that last time because I didn't think it needed to be the same color, but I think it does. Need to be very careful. Oh, Jesus, Lowko. I just said I need to be very careful and I literally... No way. Panic. I painted the booba. Okay, it's not the end of the world. I didn't mean to get my hand all over the booba, Chad. Okay. Well, we'll have to kind of try and stipple that back in. Not even sure what color it was, because I used an airbrush. It's one of the downsides of the airbrush, when you spill over it, recreating the exact color is tough. I'll try and make it invisible. Ooh, okay. A color matched reasonably well. We can try and do very thin coats when it's dry, I guess, and try to blend it out of vision. I touched the booba and I panicked. No surprise there. Okay. Take two. Oh, like you guys would do so much better, huh? Well, that's not the best painting I've ever done. Okay. Nah, it's not the worst. We'll have to try and tidy it up. What's good on Priscilla? This is a Warhammer miniature. And I just accidentally messed up something I had already finished. That's too bright. Way too bright. Okay. Let's try and do a little bit of an edge highlight as well on the other side of the bra. Just to try and make it visually a little different than just one shade of purple.
Nice mini.
Thank you very much, Arnaren. That's what she's. No, wait, hold up. Yeah, it's a really cool mini. Okay. Try my best to not be too much of an idiot. I'll take a couple of coats though. Keep on retouching it. Very thin layers. I've got the boop issue under control. Honestly, the boop issue shouldn't have been a boop issue in the first place, though. That's the thing. But I think that may be okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'm pretty happy with how this has all turned out. Let me see. Do I want to do any more highlighting on any of the regular skin, or are we happy with the skin as it is? I think it looks pretty good, dude. I was originally gonna use a brush as well, but this is all just airbrush. Maybe I will do so later. Let's just maybe think about that later. There's a good chance that when I do all of the cabling and stuff that I'm accidentally gonna mess it up anyway. Yeah. Okay. Maybe we can do the horns. I feel like the horns would be a really nice improvement to the miniature. She's got a lot of horns. Probably easier to do the horns first and then the hair. I think. Yeah, let's do that. So I'm gonna go and do like a base coat of... What would be a good base coat for it? Let's use some bony spikes. Has my mom actually ever commented on my painting? Yeah. My mom generally says, oh, that's a scary guy. Or, oh, that one is not that scary. Every time I send my mom a picture of miniatures I've painted. I don't know if she's gonna find this one scary or not. What do you think? What do you think she's gonna find this? Hard to say, really. Maybe it'll be her awakening. Yeah, this one's pretty. Plus, she generally likes purple, so. What's going on, Pete? There's a lot of horns, so I'm assuming all of this is gonna have to be base coated. Just gotta be careful that I don't accidentally hit the skin. So the horns are generally darker towards the tips. That's very common on Warhammer miniatures. For there to be like a burnt effect. This stream, yeah, Pete. We're gonna do some StarCraft casting after some mini painting, and then we're gonna do some monster hunting. You can't wait. But you're already playing World of Warcraft again, Brusik. You love the game so much you're done after a day? Maybe you're just addicted. To World of Warcraft, that is. Do we need to organize an intervention for you? No, I mean with Monster Hunter. I thought you were playing it yesterday. You had a crash in Monster Hunter World today? Oh no. Mate, if the game crashes once on me in the first 2 hours, I'm gonna immediately refund it. Right away. I do not want to deal with that. People are saying there's a lot of crashes in Monster Hunter World right now. They're charging a premium price for the game, so surely that means it's premium quality too, right? Surely that's what it means, right? They wouldn't just be trying to squeeze maximum dollar out of the customer if the product isn't up to par. Surely, right? It's hardware lottery again. I see. Yeah, that seems to be how a lot of these sort of things go. If you happen to be close to what the developers were making the game on, like if you have a similar computer as they, good chance your game will run fine. But some hardware configurations are just not tested, I guess. And to be fair, it is hard, right? Because there's a lot of different computer setups out there, but... I mean, I don't really like the excuse though, that's the thing. Oh, was there a, hold up, was there like an NVIDIA update for this? I have actually not updated my graphics card. Should I be looking at an NVIDIA update? What's the app called again, the NVIDIA thingy? No, not the control panel. What's the... Oh, it's just called NVIDIA these days, okay. There is an NVIDIA update for it? Ah, dang it. In that case, I'd probably have to update it. Which means I would have to restart my computer. There is a driver that came out the day before Monster Hunter Wilds came out. That does not seem to include Monster Hunter Wilds. No, I don't think it has a specific one. I booted up the game this morning and it did not say that I needed to... I highly recommend you do use frame generation. Isn't that a 5000 series only thing? Oh. Oh, I don't have a 4000 series card, so I can't do frame generation anyway. I was looking at the settings this morning, and I didn't have that one. Base coating is never my favorite part about painting, dude. always a slow process. But it needs to be done. Well, I had to like boot up the game this morning for the first time, and it was like generating, I don't know, it was trying to optimize settings for me. And then I immediately went into the settings after that was done after like 15 minutes and changed everything. I don't think there's a single game that I ever want to play with like motion blur on. And every single game that I ever install always has motion blur on as the default settings. Do people really like motion blur? I don't quite understand. I always turn motion blur off. It's garbage for streaming in particular because of the way that bitrate works, especially on Twitch. It really does not flow very well, but the mask that she's wearing, it's a little hard to see, but she's wearing a mask. That one's gonna be gold. So it doesn't really matter if I spill onto that too much. Just wanna make sure that I don't hit the skin. That's mostly what I'm trying to avoid right now. Whatever you like, Beinsterk. Whatever you like, dude. You should get Hawaiian bros. Beinsterk lives in Iceland, Brusik. They don't even have McDonald's anymore. I don't think he's got Hawaiian bros. I highly doubt it. It's one of the very few places on Earth where you cannot get McDonald's. Now, to be fair, I am by no means a big McDonald's guy, but it's still interesting. Some of these areas are kind of a pain to reach. This whole head is kind of difficult to reach. I did that myself though by gluing everything in. Maybe I should have kept the head separate. What's up, Rocco? Hello, hello. I think we'll base coat the horns for today, and then we'll call it a day. Do some StarCraft casting. I want to leave quite a bit of time for gaming. Base coating these is taking a little bit of work. I just want a nice strong color. It's already starting to look like something. Definitely needs a second coat though. There's a few areas that are like out of my my line of sight here that I want to carefully paint without hitting any of the skin. Banger haircut she's got, by the way, dude. Gonna use the smaller brush because I have to kind of go in between here. What color for the hair should we do, guys? I'm not gonna do the hair right now, but I really am not sure. I don't know. Are you guys still talking about Hawaiian brows or whatever? Brusik is big into Hawaiian bros, dude. We had an Hawaiian bro in the chat earlier, but he had to head off, Brusik. Because it was bedtime. Sorry about that. There's no way they have Taco Bell in Iceland. No way. What should I get for food in Iceland? And then you guys mentioned the most niche fast food restaurants in the world. I do love the commitment, guys. And I do love the passion, but... What's good on Skull? You should get Yoshinoya. All right. If there was a culture victory, America wins by food alone. Alrighty, Brusik. Controversial statement of the stream. America has the most culture in the world because of fast food? I don't know, dude. Yeah, I used an airbrush for the base coating of the wing. Or a cape. It's gotta look sick though, it's gotta look really nice. We need to get some good horns in here too. Ah yes, hamburgers. From the great American city of Hamburg. Fun fact, before the hamburger was invented, nobody had ever thought about putting meat on a sandwich. Did you guys know that? Literally the first time that ever happened. Never happened before in the history of mankind. Okay, back to the larger brush again for the second coat. We'll just have to double check whether or not I've done everything. Probably just want to do like one horn at a time, because it's actually quite difficult to follow the thing, because they twirl in and out of each other. So I'm doing the big one right now that's going across. We'll follow it all the way to the other side. You're still trying to decide what you're gonna have for food? And you've settled with pizza? Ay, ay, ay. Twitch chat gave you a million options. This has been a 20-minute process. And we end up with pizza. I mean, pizza's pretty good. I'm gonna have pizza for dinner today, dude. Fuck it, I'll have pizza is honestly a pretty common thing, I think, for a lot of people. There is certainly such a thing as having too many options. And no one's ever said no to a pepperoni pizza or something, you know? Like, it's always good. This is just like trying to decide what sort of television show you want to watch, and you're like, oh god, which one do I go with? And you're already halfway through your meal before you even figure out anything you potentially want to be watching. These are proper first world problems, by the way, and I recognize them fully. Ba ba da ba ba. Pineapple and avocado on a pizza? Jeez, sir. Are you trying to start a war? First Brusick with the controversial take of the century? That America has the most culture in the world because of fast food? Now you want to put avocado and pineapple on the same pizza at the same time? I just want to see how many of you squirm. Yeah, not that much bait. You did some good baiting. The baiting in the chat is strong today. Although I think Brusick is for real. He's not as much a master at baiting as you. That's okay, Zekart. You have a lot more practice. No worries, dude. These horns are a pain in the butt, man. They're so twirly all over. Ay, ay, ay. One of the downsides of painting big minis is that you need to do a lot of base coating too. Okay, how's the front of these things? Pretty decent on this side, not so good on the other side. Hey, what's going on, Mr. Thort? How are you doing today? Hope all is well, good sir. Okay. Threading the needle here, dude. You're relaxing a little bit after a long work? You had a lot of meetings and tasks and stuff? All right. I'm doing pretty good, dude. Can't complain. It's already March. February was not nearly as busy for me personally. We had no sponsored content in February. Just a little bit more laid back. Short month as well. Yeah, it felt short. I agree. It's only a few days, but for some reason it does feel like it always flies by. Pizza Hut is huge in the Philippines? Really? Yesterday, the official first day of spring. I was always taught that it's supposed to be the 21st of whatever season, but the 21st month that, or the 21st day of the month that is, but I know some people consider it the first. I know there's the astronomical time period and then everything else. I don't really know. I mean, it is arbitrary anyways. I don't know why it's the 21st. Or why it would be the first. I guess you can look at the positioning of the moon and the sun relative to the earth. It's already summer here in Pakistan. It was 30 degrees. Well, to be fair, you live very close to the equator nowadays, Brusik. Shit gets hot. The splotches of paint look like a board. Yeah, it does look like little islands. We have some interpretive art on the palette. Okay. Gotta do this little horn over here. I have to think about the color of the hair. Not sure what the best color of the hair is going to be. Okay, how's that? I think it's just the big horns remaining now, and that should be pretty easy, like the ones that face up. Some uwu colors for the hair. I'll probably go with something boring, but maybe I'll do something like, I don't know, colorful. Maybe we should do the hair and the horns actually in one go. Because there's a good chance I'm gonna accidentally hit one or the other when we're painting it. Doing them separately might not actually make a lot of sense now that I'm thinking about it. Very easy to accidentally mess those up. What's going on, Lathrina's? How are you? Blue hair means a girl won't get the protagonist's love in anime. Pink means she's either very gentle or a psycho. All right, interesting. Trying to decide what color the hair is going to be. What do you think would look good, Peter? Any input? You think white or black? I was thinking something boring like that too. A rainbow? I don't know about a rainbow colored haircut like this, Chet. You can have rainbow colored hair if you want to. I really don't care, but I'm not sure if I like it on this miniature. Yeah, it would be a classic, that's for sure. Interestingly enough, I wrote myself like a build order plan for what I wanted to do with this mini. Oh, I did include hair. I was gonna say, I thought I included the hair. I wanted to do it in a quite purpley color too, but the thing is, with this cape on the back, it's gonna be a lot of purple, and I feel like it's too much purple. Maybe like a brown would actually be better. The nice thing is, I've already got a pretty good gradient on here. If I use a brown, we can probably get a pretty easy coloring. This is a very mellow color. Maybe we can give it a try, I don't know. Agarol's Dunes is not really meant for this sort of thing, but I think it will do. Let's give it a little shot. I know I said I was gonna be switching games right now, but I kinda wanna go and give this a shot. See if I like the idea. We may have to change color or do multiple coats. This is a contrast paint, so it should be pretty easy to apply. If I don't like it, we'll change it. I think this is probably a little too orangey. Something very textured like this, contrast paint's pretty OP. Yeah, I think painting this before we do the horns makes a lot of sense, because especially getting behind all of this over here is impossible without hitting at least some of the horns. We've only done a base coat on the horns so far, so. Can be a little smudgy. That's very yellow, eh? This is Super Saiyan here. Nah. Don't think I love that color. May use like a shade paint or something all over it. We could add some non-oil, for example, to make it a lot darker. Yeah, we could do a fiery effect. That's very possible. But I don't think I want fiery hair. Okay. What's up, Blade? I think I'm gonna let it all dry, guys. Clean the brushes, cast some StarCraft. Made some good progress today, though. We've got... yeah, I think the color is way too yellow. We'll let it dry fully and then we'll make it more brown or black next time around. I'll think about it for a bit. I think having some contrast is nice. We just use some contrast paints on it, which is really, it's really quick. If you want to create some nice effects. I highlighted the purple today with good old acrylic paint. Base coating on the horns, and then the beginning of something on the hair. We'll have to think about that a little bit more. Oh, and I painted the bra. And a little bit on the cape as well. So, it's looking pretty good. The hair is very Super Saiyan-y right now, yeah. I don't think I like it. Should I mellow it down right now? Yeah, maybe I'll mellow it down right now. Let me just use the blow dryer for a sec. I'm gonna use some Nuln oil on it, which is just gonna shade the whole thing. I've been using a lot of Nuln oil on this mini. It's basically just a black wash. We haven't actually used the blow dryer yet today, guys. Here you go, you're welcome. Gotta make sure it's fully dry before we use the ads. Oh no! There came an ad break right as I used it. Oh man. That sucks, dude. Maybe I'll actually use Black Templar. Black Templar is kind of a strong color. So maybe I'll like use a bit of water. Yeah, I think we'll use Black Templar instead. It's gonna make it very dark. Nah, I want it to just be darker in general. She's got plenty of color already. We don't really need more. Let's put a little bit of Black Templar. And I'll try to take the edge off of it a little. Just a bit, tiny bit of water. It's going to make it way darker. At least in the recesses. Make it look less Vegeta. I have to highlight it with some nicer looking color. Maybe like a brown or something. Next time around. The hair in general is pretty funky, dude. I don't know why she has hair that looks like this. It's pretty nuts. Seems pretty unnecessary if you ask me, but... excess in everything, even when it comes to mohawks. Yeah, excess amounts of hair gel. Curious. All right. We'll let that dry. We'll let that dry. Made some good progress though. Yeah, the horns are looking very flat right now, but we'll sort that out later. We'll actually use some Black Templar on that too, I think, and then maybe some like brown washes, some like pale brownish washes. I think that'll be good. Yeah, next time we'll have to do one more base coat on the horns. Make sure it's a nice solid color. And then we go from there. Yeah, the color over here, it was meant to be more red. I was highlighting it with orange and then I kind of kept going and I added yellow and then, you know, we got rid of a lot of the red. I could very easily make it a more royal red if I use like a full, like say I mix, so I was thinking about this, maybe I should, but if I mix some like Flesh Terror's red, and then I add some medium to it, and we just, you know, thin it way down. If I apply that all over, it's gonna make it way more red. But I kinda like the way it looks. So I think I'll keep it the way that it is. I feel like it's a little more orange on camera than it is in real life. It's pretty orange in real life too. Nah, it does look nice. I'm gonna keep it that way. Very pleased with the purple though. I think the highlights are looking pretty nice. Also, I find that it's kind of difficult to properly blend brighter colors. It's a lot easier to blend, to get highlights into the darker colors like that. We get some nice smooth edges. But I feel like this looks pretty nice, like the orange, and it does look, you know, the transitions are pretty smooth. So messing with it, probably not what I should be doing because I'll probably just make it worse. Very good chance I will anyway. All right, let me go clean my brushes. I'll put her right over here. So yeah, there you go. Nobody's gonna leave, right? Perfect.